So, you guys just went to Mike's, and
It is, what time of day is it?
it is. Oh wait, shit. Okay, I'm a dumb bitch, but it's going now. Okay, all right, it's fixed. All right, so you guys went to Mike's.
Now that our sound genius has fixed our
Thank
mics.
you,
It's not a
sound
problem.
genius.
Sound
It's
genius.
all going. I do it all. DM and sound.
All right. Yeah, so we're leaving mics, leaving hard mics.
Where are you guys going now?
Is there anything else we need to see to in town?
Not really. We're kind of just waiting for nighttime. I believe our plan is to wait until night and see if we can't figure out what's taking the chickens, right?
Also, there's a fit.
Also, this festival, Shog's not really that excited for it. He thinks it's going to be weird and
That
lame.
might be helpful to observe.
I mean, he'll watch because there's literally nothing else to do, but he thinks it's going to be so lame.
Yeah, Nomeo is really going to be focused on the mission. Which is...
Something
I
can
want
we...
to see that shadow battle tonight.
Yeah, I want to see Shadow.
Shadow.
I'm putting bet on Harpy. That's what I think. I think Harpy.
You think a harpy can steal that many chickens in one night?
A hoppy doesn't eat chickens.
Yes, in my 20 years of experience, I think a harpy could easily have taken 20, maybe even 40 chickens in one night.
And
Ravenous they can be. And they're not just eating them. They're
There
not
need
just
to be
eating them.
more than one.
They use them for magical experiments, a cult.
I don't know if I trust you, old man.
All right, so
Bad point.
you guys are gonna just hang around for the festival?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna hang around in town. Maybe put our stuff down in our rooms.
Yeah,
in the
it's
inn.
getting close to nighttime, anyways. It's probably like 5 o'clock, probably like 4 or 5 o'clock at this point. And you see now that when you're walking out of Mike's, you see that now the effigy has fully been set up, and it's been. You can tell that they're getting ready to make the bonfire in the center of town like way bigger too. They're getting ready to make it huge.
How many feet? But by how many feet? Sorry.
Probably.
So sorry.
What'd you spill?
There's dice
Knocked
tower.
over my dice tower.
Oh my god. It's probably like 20 by 20, like a huge fire.
Reflected large.
It's probably half that right now. It's like a big, huge fire in the center of town.
If
Very
we're just
cool.
getting ready to hang out at the festival, Shog's actually going to excuse himself for like about 10 minutes and he's going to disappear back into the tavern. When he comes back out, he comes out wearing much cleaner, well-pressed finery. He's gotten rid of...
Shog,
Okay.
dog.
He it has nice like a purple velvety fabric, and it's got like the poofs at the shoulders and around like the knees and stuff.
Oh, wow.
He's got like nice stylish shoes on,
Like
that have
guts at the ball.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Like guts from Berserk, and the bulging muscle, like but in a nice suit. So he's coming out looking clean.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're probably the nicest dressed person in the entire town now.
Oh, because
Yeah.
they just still got like peasant clothes.
They
Yeah.
definitely
it's
didn't.
still
just
They
the
definitely
town.
didn't change.
I
at
also
all,
have decently
mostly.
nice clothes, but probably not as showy.
You got a suit on.
Maybe not as
Yeah.
I would say.
And Shog
Just like a nice cape over some.
You got the politician,
Leathers.
the button up with the tie, but then your sleeves are rolled up, and your collar's undone. One button.
Yeah, a little undone.
Yeah,
so you can have a little fun, you know.
yeah, you're chill.
I'm
Yeah,
like
I come
you
out-
guys. I'm
You've
like
been
you
working
guys.
hard all day.
I
I'm
come out
just
looking
like
an
you guys.
aristocrat, though, like,
We all have
my
British
nice
accents.
Shaw likes to dress nice for the party.
I must admit, you look quite fetching.
Yeah, I know. I look great.
Dashing.
So yeah, and you see that they've kind of the main food market hasn't like disassembled, but the people whatever they were selling, they're bringing like grills out now and getting ready to like. Most of it wasn't like cooked food; it was a lot of like, you know, market type stuff. And then now they're getting ready though to like they're gonna cook up whatever they didn't sell, serve it. And there's like another market, like people are setting up other stalls on the other side. Some games, cornhole, that type of thing, horseshoes. Yeah, and then if you guys wait just until nightfall, the festival begins. A little band comes out, start playing some music. Yeah, Banda songs or something like that. So yeah, the festival, it's not crazy, you know, but there's like a big feast. The village elder, he's not really the mayor, but he kind of is, comes out, is like, steps up in front of the fire. He's like, thanks everybody for coming out. If you're not from town, thank you. We're getting ready to have our festival for the Shadow Diver here. And hope you all enjoy the festivities. If you're not from town, there's going to be lots of good food, good music. Attempts to buy some bits and baubles if you're looking for some handcrafted turquoise jewelry. That's what my wife's selling.
Go check out my wife.
Let's see. Yeah, love you. She's there. She waves. Yeah. See his kid there standing next to her.
Yeah.
I love you, Dad. Love you too, son. But whoa! Did you see what that bird grabbed out of that tree?
Yeah, there's a bird outside. Just grabbed a fig off the tree and took it.
That was crazy.
Crow.
But yeah, he says once it gets real dark, we'll light up the effigy, and but before then, in about an hour, we'll have the feast, the main dish. Y'all can come grab it, and you see that they're setting up near the fire, like or as a portion of the fire. There's like a big cauldron that they're setting up, that they got like half filled with water, and they got like ingredients simmering in there.
What do you have
Everybody
for
adds an
us
ingredient,
tonight?
you know?
You don't know. Looks like they're getting ready to do something with it. And then, yeah, he says that, and basically the festival begins. Everybody shows up. People from the boat all stayed, like the whole crew and everybody.
Is there any like storytelling?
I could put on a performance.
Well, I just mean like I just want to give more information about the Shadow Diver. You know more shit about the Shadow Diver?
So,
Yeah.
as you walk around, no, they're not chanting. It's
Even
like
folk
music.
tales, you know?
Yeah.
They could be telling.
They've got, you see, there is like a tent where they're doing like a little shadow puppet, you know, thing for the Shadow Diver. There's somebody doing their thing on the wall, and there's a different guy telling the story to a bunch of kids. And he's saying, you know, my great grandpappy used to tell me tales about the Shadow Diver. And he used to say that he would come out in the night and snatch up all the little kitties. He says, but not anymore, you know. Now as long as we make our offerings and give our prayers up to the Shadow Diver, it'll all be fine. And he tells like a different story about how someone like went into the forest and encountered the Shadow Diver and fought him or something. You know. But yeah, it's not
No
too.
one's ever survived.
Ever so you better listen to your parents and stay inside at night.
I have a proposition.
And you
Stop
get
watching. Right?
yeah, you get the impression that it's kind of more to like keep kids, tell them like, hey, don't go outside the fences, especially at night.
Oh,
Something,
there's
something keep the kids.
You will die. Like, so.
You're going to die if you go outside.
And the only other thing is you guys are walking around, you know, there's like food stalls, and you notice that a lot of the meat that has been prepared, like a lot of the stalls are offering some type of ox meat.
Okay.
Like in different ways, like stewed, grilled, whatever.
Think about ox meat, Chase.
That's chill.
It's fine.
You're not having a
Not a
meltdown right
deer.
now.
no,
Just
that's
not a
chill.
deer.
Just deer.
Not about
Or
to
elk.
burn the whole
Or elk.
town down.
This whole
Is it
town's
a
gotta
horns
go.
thing? Oh no, it's ox.
I think it's just deer.
It's just a
Or
deer.
Deer, elk.
Is it so antlers?
I think I would be okay with moose, maybe.
I almost
okay,
chose.
that's
It'll be
what I was
iffy.
gonna
It'll be
Moose is a little
iffy
too-
subject.
Yeah, it'd be
That's
iffy.
What
Little
about like a
bestial
gazelle?
kind of wolf.
Yeah, I'll go see what this is. But elk and deer are too similar.
Okay. So, yeah, different ox. What were you gonna say? There.
Oh, whole group huddle here. No one can hear us. No outsiders. No insiders, I suppose. We're the
They wouldn't pay
outsiders.
attention. They're enjoying their festival.
I propose we perform an experiment on this little ritual they have. What if we were the ones who took the chickens? and we see what befalls this town. Then we're up.
Do I get to keep the chickens?
You can feed as many chickens as you like to yourself or your beasts.
Okay.
You telling us to doom the town to this shadow diver? I am more than willing to see what happens when we do that.
I was fully ready to defend myself, and very good. Sounds wonderful.
Nomeo.
Nomeo.
Nomeo looks at the ground.
Nomeo.
He thinks for a second. He says, "Okay, I see where you're coming from. I do. I really do. But look, this is a lot of houses. This is a lot of chickens. Where are we gonna put all these chickens in? We're not gonna get noticed. I mean, certainly. No, there's no way.
The
Maybe
whole
we could,
thing is that they don't come out at night.
Nomeo. Go ahead and give me.
I have a
do you
plan
society?
for that.
I have a lot of society.
Go ahead and give me a society check, Nomeo. Yeah, sure. Anyone who has society can make it. When
Society check?
yeah, as Nomio's saying this, I don't know.
28.
I did not get any.
All right, so you deduce, Nomeo, that this town has a population of probably this map isn't quite to scale. It's probably a few hundred people, 200 people or so.
That's at
And
minimum 200.
you notice that not every, it definitely seemed like not every house was buying chickens.
Okay.
So you don't know if every house is even going to be. The salesman only had 30 chickens, 30, 40 chickens. And
Maybe 75 chickens max.
Okay.
So it does not.
no, he
player-
only had
player to
30 or
player?
40 chickens.
Well, you said
my-
there's more, right?
in
There's more
my-
people selling chickens?
No, there's only one guy selling the live chickens. There's other people selling for food chickens.
So
This guy's
maximum there's
selling-
30 chickens.
yeah,
that we
30,
have to steal.
35
But why doesn't every house have a chicken?
You would
Because
think
that's
from
what
everything that they said most people here are either basically just worship Desna, or they just don't really believe in anything. So it's mostly a cultural tradition at this. The whole festival
Okay.
is
It's a-
more
it's a vanity thing.
I see.
yeah, it's a tradition thing, not so much. It's not really a religious festival.
But
anymore.
nobody then stays awake. So not even the desert.
That's the
followers?
tradition, is that they all go. Everyone goes to bed,
And
including
what
the
I
guard.
propose would
And they
test
leave
the
the-
tradition to see if it is true. If someone is awake and is watching, then they would know it was us. If someone was supposed to be awake and to take the chickens themselves to keep up the illusion, then we will know who they would like to approach us.
That I'm not saying no. I'm definitely down for this idea 100%, but perhaps maybe how does that change from just observing?
We have a bunch of chickens, which
We gain the chickens.
we're up chickens.
And whoever's taking these chickens has a great, very big
Net
interest.
chicken.
You're on
Up
that business grind. You're take
Yeah,
those
I'm
chickens,
always-
we turn them into something else.
Hey,
Always, we can
Profit.
trade. We can
Take those chickens.
Trade up, trade
We take
up.
30 chickens. We trade them for 3
You
goats.
do not
we
wheel
trade
and you
those
do not
3
deal,
goats.
do you?
Nomio's got -1 wisdom. I don't know if you knew this, but I do. I
You're
have
just intelligent.
yeah, I have +5 intelligence and -1 wisdom.
Whoever is taking those chickens will have great interest in dealing with us once we take the chickens for ourselves.
That's what it appears to be. I mean, I couldn't see any other reason. Okay, I mean, if you
If
guys
you're
want to go
discovered.
out there and take the chickens, that's what's going to happen. I mean, I
think-
still think we can observe, but when should we take the chickens? Because presumably
Tonight.
this
As
happens
soon as everybody's inside their homes and the guards have left their posts.
okay,
But
we
they're
gotta
going to
do-
know we're not in the inn at night. So we're going to have
We
to sneak out of our room.
Sneak out. It's simple enough. Barbarian. I have invisibility for it.
Okay.
Just
For
sneak
is to
out.
stay within 10 feet of me, and it lasts an hour.
That's crazy.
That's pretty easy.
Okay. So you're gonna. That's the plan for tonight.
That's
Yeah.
the plan for
Alright.
tonight. We
Okay.
sneak out of our rooms.
and where are we going to put these chickens at? Just in
The chickens. The
Kill 'em off
chickens.
quick.
Shog, what was
gotta
your
kill the
plans
chickens.
for the chickens?
Yeah, we can't have them balking.
I got some animals to feed, and I get hungry at night sometimes.
I don't think we have too many chickens to be dealt with
You
that
think
way.
we can make a fire somewhere?
If we kill all the chickens, then not only have we...
I don't know. You don't think your 2 large animals could eat
I
30
think-
chickens?
They could eat 30 chickens.
I think
Certainly,
they
could eat
could.
30
Yeah, I
chickens.
think
Just
Yeah.
feed it to the animals?
Yeah, we could do that.
So I could. could
feel like
send, I could
your
send the
com-
lizard
I
after
feel like a
you.
large Komodo
Fifth,
dragon
like-
could eat
I mean,
like
it's probably expensive to
10
feed,
chickens
so
or something.
A Komodo dragon would probably like
Well,
5 chickens.
that hey, evidence gone.
Yeah, imagine if it was
Big
like
ass
twice that
thing.
size.
Yeah.
And now
You
we're
can make
not-
him giant, or you can make him.
You can ride him, literally.
Yeah,
You're a
he's
7-foot man, and you can ride him.
he's large size, and if I really want to, I could just cast a spell on him that I can use like once
Yeah,
per day
IRL
anyway,
Komodo
to make
dragons are
him
probably like medium. Like,
So he's like the size of like a horse, then, pretty much.
Yeah, he's like horse
stored
size,
in the
and then if
ground.
I wanted, I could make him like car size with the speed.
He could eat
you
15
can do like 10, 15 chickens. I think.
15 chickens himself.
And if he's like a dinosaur, it probably just always eats. You know,
But
lizard.
then we've committed then 2 crimes. Now we're killing these chickens. At least if we get
Eating
caught,
is
we can
not a
return them.
crime.
What?
No,
What do you think happens to the
I
chickens
get
when
hungry,
this thing
I put
takes them?
something in my stomach.
That's a great point. That's a great point. I don't know. But maybe it's like a tide. Maybe it's tax. Maybe that's how it works.
That's the point. We're gonna see what happens when
Yes,
we
and I-
take away that tax.
I want to see it whom the tax goes
I
to.
am very damn curious about seeing what happens to the people of this town.
All right. So, you guys, that's the plan, I guess. And then, yeah, you guys still have plenty of festival to decide. I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go.
I'm chilling up this across my arms. I'm pondering. I'm thinking.
I'm
I,
observing.
I don't know. I put on a
Yeah, I'm like that
performance.
meme where that guy's in the corner.
Oh,
They
nobody
don't-
knows
they
that I
don't-
listen
they don't know
to
I'm-
Arctic Monkeys.
They don't know I listen to that.
No
Hey, that
one's, of
concert
course,
was good.
continuing to investigate. I'm talking to people, schmoozing.
I find a nice bear patch and I do put on a little performance for the kids with like my strength or something. I'm like throwing shit, juggling it, balancing it.
They probably have a couple events you can really excel at. Like they got like stump toss, like who can throw this tree stump.
They got
farthest.
stump toss.
Yeah, they can see who can throw this. You can throw this
Okay.
tree stump the farthest.
Simon will go do this, the stump toss.
Do the stump toss.
Give me an athletics check.
I have the feet.
There's a couple
Whirling
dudes
toss.
who look like this is their jam. They're gonna try it really hard too.
I have the feet. Whirling toss.
That's you're not allowed, or you're definitely allowed to whirl it. That's how you see the other
Can I
guys.
swing?
That's how they throw it. They spin around. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
throw it.
That is a 31.
There's 2
athletics
huge dudes who are gonna
from
try it too.
Shog.
They look like they're looking forward to this all year.
31 athletics from Shog. Not too bad. Nice.
Damn.
So you two definitely beat both the guys who usually win it every year. Even a couple of the sailors.
Throw it at
try
least
their
35
hand.
feet because I can throw anything.
No, the normies definitely throw it like maybe 15 feet for the
Oh my
strongest guy.
god. We're just chugging it.
So yeah, they give you your prize is like one of those little effigies or whatever, and as they give it to you, they say, if you throw these on the fire, when the big one goes up, that's supposed to be good luck all until the next festival.
I'll do what I damn well please with it.
Hey, it's your prize.
How often are the festivals? I know you said it was like a calendar.
It's
like
probably
a
like
solstice
3. Yeah, like there's like 2
Oh, okay.
or 3 every year maybe.
Okay. So pretty frequent.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 a year. Like the solstice and the equinox, I guess. You know. And so yeah, you guys have that, and then in about an hour, they say everybody starts gathering around. There's like a big table that's been set out with, but it doesn't actually have like any food on it yet. And then there's these big grills that have been set out that they're getting. You look like they're getting ready to cook something that everyone in the town is gonna be able to eat from or whatever. Everything else they have to like pay for, you know. And so then
It's a treat for everyone.
and you see that they're leading like an oxen near this cauldron.
Live one.
Yeah, live ox. And they have built like a, I don't know what the word
doesn't feel
is for it, like a,
Spit.
no, not a spit.
They're gonna
like,
put the ox on a spit live. Is that what you're saying?
what they see.
Oh, I
I
thought
don't
they
know
were
what
gonna
the
kill
word
it
is.
first.
Oh.
They're
They're
gonna.
gonna
They
spit
tie. You
roast
see,
it
they
off.
tie ropes around its feet and they hoist it up so it's hanging
Oh, okay.
Oh.
above, and then they like position it.
Do they bleed it?
Do they shave it?
A few people. No, it's not shaved or anything.
Put that in the food.
And they hold it over the. It's over the cauldron, and then the mayor says, "And we will now prepare our offering for the Shadow Diver this year." And someone else comes. Mayor doesn't want to do it, so
I wouldn't want to do either.
and they cut the throat of the ox, and all its blood goes into like a soup that was already.
I knew it was blood. Didn't I
had
say it was gonna be blood?
ingredients. Yeah,
Fucking knew that shit, dude. I'm literally.
That's the investigator.
yeah. You're not surprised by this. No, you're like, this is exactly what I
Yeah,
thought.
it's like let's show the point right there, blood.
And so they cook it into a big stew,
Yeah.
and then they say, "All right, we'll get this cooking, and then y'all can eat." And then they bring the ox down, and they have people. They have like a big team of people, like really quickly
Shave.
butcher it.
Skin it.
Yeah, and
Throwing
then
it in there.
yeah, throw it on. Then they cook it on the grill, and then probably in about another
It's probably gonna be tasty.
20-30 minutes, they put it out for everybody to have,
Yeah.
I'm a foodie.
however much they
I
like.
don't be eating that shit. I'm a vegan, actually.
I like meat. I like bread.
And then some people are taking. You see, it's mostly
In
like older
moderation.
people
Go on,
usually
figure.
are taking bowls of the stew. Once it's ready. But you look in there, and it does look like it's like mostly just blood.
Shog is into that. Shog takes a hearty bowl of that. And
Is it like are they like decorated with like leaves?
The soup.
Just like you know how sometimes on a plate where they put like leaves down and
The
they garnish. They garnish the plate with
No, I
like,
don't think so. It's like a big.
no.
There's like a big.
no leaves at all anywhere. Anything I
Or
can
there's-
eat.
I guess there's leaves you could put on. If you want to, you could find some. I guess put some leaves on there, but there's not like. It's not out for.
No vegan
Oh, you mean
friendly
there's no
meals?
vegan food?
Yeah, no vegan friendly.
Oh
meals?
yeah, there's probably like salads. Or
Okay,
like,
I eat good.
roasted vegetables. You know,
Yeah.
potatoes.
Hell yeah.
They have those potato sticks that are like.
Those are potatoes are my favorite. of
Yeah, there's
course.
potatoes. That's a big crop here. Potato.
I would
So-
go for a grilled meat, not the stew. Probably. I don't think
I would go for both at the same time.
Dacer would be into the stew.
I don't think.
The stew tastes pretty crazy. I say taste it has a lot of like vinegar in it too.
Yeah.
And so it's real acidic,
Oh,
crazy taste. And there's actually no meat in the stew.
Oh,
It,
It's just the blood and then like vegetables.
While he's like gulping it down, it sends him back to his arena days when he was like a arena slave and he would just eat like stews like this that his masters would just throw
Okay,
their
yeah.
leftovers in. So this kind of reminds me of that's like a hearty stew to give to gladiators.
some nutrients, baby.
So,
Yeah, it's really tasty. So, yeah.
We partake.
enjoy.
We partake. I drink wine and eat grilled meat.
So yeah, and Nomeo,
schmooze
as you're
anyone?
talking to people a little bit, you find that people really are excited about the effigy burning. It's like a cool
You
part.
being
It's
buddy-buddy
supposed to
with people,
represent
trying to get
the Shadow Diver's rebirth.
Probably try to learn some things about it.
Okay. So you burn. Okay. I tell the group that I say.
So it's burned
What
and
was
then burned.
I say, okay, so the shadow diver, this whole effigy burning thing, it's to rebirth.
Are
It's
we
to
in a
make it
powwow
alive.
right now?
Yeah. I come back and I tell you this.
I think we come back.
Because Nomeo's just on the case.
Come back as a
And,
group.
So I'll find you guys and I'll tell you. It's about making him reborn again.
The only other thing you find out is that the soup originally, like some of the really old people, they remember before the church was here, that the soup would it didn't used to be soup, it used to just be the blood. And it would be more oxes. It would be to fill the,
Oh, he just used to.
it used to
So
just
now,
be blood.
now it's like a blood
And
stew.
now it's like soup, like stew that people actually.
It's blood porridge.
The church made them do this?
No, this was in the time before, they'd been doing this, they said for like
Forever.
generations, like there's some people who said that they're like great.
But they didn't used to eat it before. They didn't used to.
No, they didn't used to eat the soup. They used to always do like the ox would be cooked for everybody, and then
So the church did make them. The church.
you'd think,
influenced them
you would
to
think
eat
the
the
church
fucking
would be
soup.
like, okay, this is weird.
Maybe less blood.
Like, yeah, less blood.
Maybe
I
one
guess we'll
ox.
make it a soup.
Yeah, like what the hell's happening right now?
So I asked
Guess-
Shock. I said, Shock, you think you would have had that full blood soup?
Yeah. Shog likes blood. Tastes thick in his mouth.
I don't think they even ate it back then, to be honest, Shog.
You don't like blood?
Not in my mouth, no.
Okay,
All right.
I see.
So everybody eats. You guys all eat the ox except Simon.
You got some vegetables,
All
bro.
animals deserve respect, and as such, I will not consume them.
So you have a least favorite animal? That's what I think. That's what.
What?
That's what Nomia would ask Simon. Do you have a least favorite animal? You like?
I hate
all
wolves.
animals? I mean, there's just no way. Come on. You like mosquitoes? Come on. Come on.
They all have some part in the chain.
Oh, spiders. Come on. Come
Wolves.
on.
Spiders especially.
I'm just.
Wolves would be in the same chain.
But wolves hunt.
I'm playing with your balls.
I don't like that.
All right. So you guys are enjoying the festival. There's food and drink and stuff as much as we want. And then about an hour after that, they say it's time to light the effigy. And there's not really much ceremony with this one. They basically just move the effigy close enough to the fire, the big bonfire where it catches. And then as it's going up, you see people coming up and throwing their effigies on the fire. Some of them made like bigger ones, some of them made smaller ones.
I keep mine in my pocket.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
If I see the shadow guy, I'll show it to
And so then after that,
Do we notice any effigies that aren't being thrown in? You know, like there's like some, like all the ones in the stands that were selling.
you would think that people you'd think that honestly the people who made them and didn't sell them probably just burned them themselves.
Oh,
It's kind of like you think it's kind of like the more you put, supposedly the more.
I
Like
throw the
So
deer
reasonably,
carcasses I have.
reasonably
into
that
the fire.
they've all been burned except for that one.
Yeah, the only people who aren't doing it are maybe like some of the sailors who like
Okay.
wanted to keep theirs or something.
Oh, okay. Like
Mine,
trap.
Something like
Gotcha.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
But everyone from town definitely burns theirs.
Okay.
If they have one.
I throw my deer carcasses in the fire.
Nobody. You see in the back. There's that one dude.
Yeah, the one dude shaking his head.
Yeah,
Put them
shaking
off.
his head,
Yeah.
yeah, and then after that, the festival dies down pretty quick. The mayor comes up as it's toning down. He says, "All right, everybody, make sure to." And he's having a good time, you know. He's like, thinks it's fun. He's like, "Go to bed. Make sure you keep your eyes closed, nice and tight."
Of
course,
course,
we'll be
man.
right in bed.
Yes,
We'll be
yes,
fast
of
asleep,
course.
old man here.
The dream of nothing else.
And so, yeah, everybody goes to bed, and then you notice that as people are going to bed, they clean up everything except they leave the cauldron there. They leave it there.
Soup out there?
And yeah, you see
blood?
that not many people. It was most of the old people that ate it, or like, you know, not everybody.
The freaks.
Yeah, the freaks or something. So it's
The
pretty
old
full
freaks and
still.
Shug.
Okay.
Like there's still a pretty good amount.
I was including Shaggy.
And then
Shug gets a second bowl if there's still
Yeah, nobody's really making you guys go to bed or anything, so you can just honestly stay until
We'll stay outside, like right outside the inn, just pretend.
watching everything, put their stuff away,
sitting on
You
the
see
porch,
that,
sipping on my blood.
It's probably about maybe half the houses that leave like a chicken tied up outside the door.
Okay.
You see there's a lot of chickens. And then you see that not only are there not guards, but the last thing you see once all the townspeople are inside is the guards actually like open the gates and just leave them
And
open.
let whatever this thing
We
is.
need to close them so we can see what happens.
And then they also go back to the guardhouse and go to
We'll see
sleep.
if that's strong enough to break.
Yeah,
we
like a
see
monster
them
comes
all
in and
peg-
can fight.
and nobody like
Yeah.
we're still outside.
You
and
guys are
nobody-
like literally the only people out. There's a few people like sailors, but they're like either going into the inn or back to the ship. Like pretty soon, if you guys waited long enough, by like 10 o'clock, you're probably literally the only people out here.
well,
And no one has
Well-
like said anything to us.
They left all. You notice that they left all the torches on, and the fire going. I think they're just gonna let it. You think they're just gonna let it die out, which is weird because it seems like normally they would keep it going basically all the time.
Yeah.
You're quiet nights. But yeah,
Yeah, I gotta hear
you
the
guys
dead
are
of night.
the only people out here. You just hear some chickens
Oh
clucking.
yeah, that silence.
Yeah.
Even that is good.
Once everything's
If no one's really gonna stop us, then we just.
There's an
Okay. So,
you guys
gang,
do see the
Siren
innkeeper
Escape is
coming
over there.
in. You say, "Shall I leave the door unlocked for you?"
We say,
Yes,
yes.
He
yes,
doesn't
please. We'll
say
be right.
anything about it.
We'll be in a couple minutes. We're just taking some time to appreciate the night.
He points out, and he's like, as a joke, he points to the chicken he like tied up there, and he's like, "Don't go eating that one now. That one's for the shadow diver." And he laughs. And he
That's
says,
hilarious.
"Just throw the bar on the door when you come in."
Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I guess Nomi would not say for sure.
We appreciate the accommodations.
Yeah, and he goes in, says he's going to sleep. So what do you guys do
Anyways,
now that you're out here?
what are we going to do? What
says,
mischief are we going to get up to?
First things first. We need an alibi, okay? If anybody were to haps look out the window and see us running around because they're going night-night, and they'd be able to recognize, we need a reason, you know?
Hi, another little audio hiccup here. Sorry about that. Hopefully these will be lesser as we go on. Thanks for bearing with us here.
Get stolen anyway.
We might still need their help in the future.
I can cast a veil on us, which
That
will.
lasts for an hour, you said?
This is a different thing that also lasts an hour. This one would give us disguises. We could disguise ourselves as the town guard. Take the
That
chickens.
would be very useful.
What say you, members?
Shall we be town
I mean,
guard
half
or
of the
shall
town
we be
already
some
believes
kind
that
of...
it's the guards that take the chickens anyways.
They must be of similar build.
I see.
These guys, within 6 inches in height, 50 pounds in weight. So I mean, if we I could disguise us all as town guards. Be
I
pretty
would
close.
just look huge though.
You would be
Still
6 inches
huge
shorter, probably
town
50
guard.
pounds lighter.
Okay, and I would be 6
I'm
inches.
down
But
for
you
that.
look, but you look human.
That's true. I'd be
We'd all be
7
human.
foot, 330 pound human.
7 foot. Oh, that's reasonable. 7 foot
300
tall.
Yeah, that's
300
just like a-
pounds. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
like,
would
that guy
be
should, that
how
guy
big,
should
like-
be in the guard,
I
you know?
know.
Yeah, like that's
Huge guy.
I would be 4'6".
yeah, make you taller.
4'5", I'd be
They need all
4'5".
sorts. They need all sorts. You think it's
And,
crazy they're leaving no
exciting.
guard? Because they actually, for such a
Will he
small
just be
town, have
big?
like a huge guard.
Oh yeah.
Like they have
like
a
the
lot
normal
of
guard.
guards.
Yeah, that's right, we
'cause
noticed
you think
that
there's a
when we
lot
got
of
here.
monsters at night.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Okay,
I was
there's like a
saying
lot.
how
There's
like you, even though you think it's especially crazy, there's like no guard, because this town generally has like a huge guard too, like even for its size.
No one would show
there's
the
monsters.
question.
Like there's nothing
Yeah.
crazy
Let's
happening
do
with
that.
monsters right now. right?
We
Like,
will
you
have
see,
an
like-
hour.
Not right now. No.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and disguise us, and then we'll walk around, grab some
do it.
chickens. make
All
some
right,
perception.
gang, gather up here, and I prepare my hands as I don't think I have to use like actual materials as a sorcerer. I just use like my hands and my voice, and I cast a little shimmer of light that transforms our appearances into a town guard.
Nice.
How long are you guys gonna wait before? Are you guys gonna wait and watch? Or are you gonna you're taking the chickens like immediately?
Maybe let's walk around a little bit.
Yeah, let's walk around.
Let's walk around.
We'll investigate for like maybe
20 minutes. or
half
so.
an hour.
Well, I
20
don't wanna-
minutes. 20 minutes.
I think 20 minutes because I think like if we get like a good lay of the land, then we need more time to steal the chickens. I think. You know?
Okay, so we're gonna spend 20 of these minutes, the first 20 minutes of this,
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
to walk around. I can
Um,
also
Do we have to
recast
be
this.
together when
No,
we're?
no,
Okay.
No, you guys could spread out
It's
if you
30
want.
feet cast.
Okay, do we want to set ourselves on the map, like where we're splitting up if we're...
So you guys spend about 20 minutes walking around, and you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Pretty much nothing is happening.
Are all the guards like? Can I take a peep inside?
I'm
and
gonna
see if
make
they're like,
a-
actually asleep. You know, if they're like.
Yeah, you can look like inside. I guess you're looking in the window of the guardhouse.
Yeah. I want to just take a little look inside.
There's no, so like the only area that you can see in the whole first floor is like not really sleeping area, but you can see that where there's like a desk where there normally you'd guess there would be like a night man or something.
Yeah.
There's like no one. Like it looks like everyone literally just went to sleep. Like there's no guards anywhere now.
Can I make a
You'd assume they all went into the guardhouse.
Yeah, okay.
perception check over by kind of where I'm staying, see if I can
Sure. Yeah.
notice anything unusual happening? That was not great. 26.
Okay, so the only thing you notice, because you're a little more near like the fence or so,
Yeah.
like near the town gate or whatever, that you notice it's strangely quiet even outside the gate. Like it sounds like just recently, like in the last 5 minutes or so, that all the like night sounds have stopped too. Like there's no more birds, and it's like really, really, really quiet now.
No sound. Just our voices.
And yeah, that's pretty much all you see. It seems like even the wind has like stopped really, which is weird because you're right next to the ocean.
An uneasy silence.
Does Mike live in the store?
Yeah, you'd think so.
I won't try anything.
Gonna bust down.
Are there any footprints around the gate? Like somebody would have left?
None that
recently?
look.
But the gate's open.
Yeah,
Gate's
that's what I
open.
mean. Like anybody who've left since the gate's been open.
Oh, I see
Like
what you're saying.
Can make.
I would like to.
I'm gonna go
have-
back to the inn.
Can I make a survival?
You're gonna go back to the inn.
Yeah,
survival at the gate to
Sure,
see if I
yeah.
notice any tracks or something?
I'm gonna
have
walk
a-
into it.
what is
Okay.
it? I have like a footprint thing. I don't know what it is.
And the whole first, like all the rooms are up, and seems like nobody's on this first floor.
Okay.
Like just asleep.
Do I know where the innkeeper sleeps?
He probably has. I think he does sleep on the first floor. Actually, there's like an office in the
Okay.
back, and then his bedroom behind it.
I wanna
Okay.
sneak in and see if he's sleeping.
You can go. So
Yeah,
you
look
come
if
in
he's sleeping.
first to his
Oh, man,
like
it's creepy. Just sneaking
house
in.
quarters. You know, like
Yeah.
he's got like a one room thing, and then there's another room that's a bedroom. You would think.
Whispering
Do you want
in
to try to
his ear.
open that one too?
Yeah, I want to try to open
Okay,
the
give me
bedroom
a
door
stealth-
just
stealth
slightly
check.
and take a peek in and see if he's.
And remember, you're a guard if you do get caught.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
look like
yeah,
a
yeah,
guard.
look like a
That's
guard.
true.
You can play it
Just
up.
making sure you're sleeping.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
making
just-
sure you're asleep.
Was that a nap one?
It's this 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, he does not have a very good perception check, but he did roll a 7. He got a 17 perception. I rolled a 12.
Okay, but when I walk in, do I like see him waking up? Or
Yeah,
is
you
he...
wake him up, and he
Oh, I
wakes
do
up
wake
and
him
he's like, whoa, is there trouble? He was sleeping. Like, he looks like he was sleeping.
Yeah, you're-
Sorry, sir. I was just making
Sir.
sure everyone was sleeping for
What?
tonight.
What's going on? Is it...
Oh, actually, the spell covers your voice too.
Oh, I do. I have a different voice.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
so-
he doesn't recognize you or anything. He's like,
Don't worry about that. I mean,
is there something wrong with the inn? Or...
No, sir. We're just making sure everyone's asleep.
Okay.
You can go right back to sleep. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir.
All right, and he doesn't lay down. He like waits until he sees you.
Yeah, okay.
He
I
doesn't,
immediately
like-
close the door.
He doesn't like. All right,
I
and then
immediately
immediately
close the
closes his
door.
eyes, goes back to sleep.
all right, good night.
And as you're walking away, you hear him like come lock his bedroom door behind you. Like,
What the hell?
okay, so while that's going on,
Oh, I got a 27 for the footprints.
all right. So while Simon is inside,
So they are really sleeping.
checking the inn
They
out.
are really sleeping.
They sleep.
You
They
guys
believe,
looking
they
around
believe.
outside the gate, and it doesn't look like there's anything much going on. No steps of anybody leaving recently.
Let's take these chickens.
And then,
It's time to
so
take the chickens.
as you guys are walking
Step
back,
B.
you guys are standing on either side of the gate.
Yeah.
And as you guys see, like from afar,
Yeah, put me over there.
see Simon
that's
coming
not me,
outside
that's
of the inn.
Yeah.
And basically, as soon as he closes the door behind him, all the torches in the center like go out. They've been set up around the whole town.
Oh, they all go out at once.
Yeah, so like basically where you guys are standing in is basically like dark now, and the fire
have
died
dark
down a bit now.
This
I
is
say,
all-
I say to the gang, okay, maybe we should go inside somewhere. Maybe fuck the chickens. Maybe fuck
And
the chickens.
as you say that, give me another perception check.
Yeah, I
try
love
doing
perception
two.
checks. I'm so
All of you
good.
guys.
29.
That one.
29.
That is a 33.
Oh shit.
All right.
26.
Okay, so everybody except Nomeo.
Yeah.
Not the detective.
As he's saying that, he's like, "All right, I guess this is kind of weird." You guys see of the moon up above. It's like a full moon, you know.
Yeah.
You see something like pass in front of it, like flying.
A
Really
winged
fast,
creature.
dark
A black
shape,
shadow.
Black shadow. And as you guys are watching, it goes down and it comes down, and the fire's died down a pretty good amount by now. And
Embers.
it's basically like dim light, like for about 15 feet around it, and it lands right next to the cauldron. And it's hard to even tell what it looks like because it's pretty dark now, and it looks like a big shadowy figure.
If I have dark vision, would that help?
Yes, so you can see.
I also have dark vision.
It looks like a figure.
Dark vision.
It looks like a
I
figure
have low
wearing a
light vision,
cloak,
actually.
but the cloak seemed to like really obscure its features, like
Okay.
even more so than like you can't really make out any features or anything.
Dark. It's not
And
it
like
humanoid?
it is humanoid. It looks like something that's walking. Or now has like landed. Like when it landed, it looked like it had wings that folded like into the cloak, and it
Like a
looks
Mothman.
sorta but just a big shadow figure.
Okay, yeah.
looks monstrous, or you said
It looks
humanoid?
tall. You can't. It looks humanoid-ish. Like it looks like it.
Might be like a
That's
shade.
the shadow.
Could be like a
Leaper.
shade of some kind or something.
Shadow diver.
And
You're not gonna get
shadow
this name
diver.
right one time.
and as you watch it, like leans down, and you do see that it has like arms that it puts on the, and it looks like it. If it had a head, it looks like it sticks it into the cauldron.
No.
Oh
And you
shit!
can hear because it's really quiet. Like
Okay, I
It's a
turn to the
fucking
gang. I say,
vampire.
Let's get inside and let's take all the stew. It was really good. I want some more.
Do it. What if we? What if we strike now?
Can't worry about this
Oh
later.
shit! I'm not near them either. Yeah, it's just you two that are close.
Can't worry about this later. He's eating it right. I see shock.
Oh shit! That's really far. I'll message you
And-
because you're alone.
As you
like,
guys
you're
are
saying this,
talking-
I'm like pulling my sword out.
yeah, and as you're doing that, when you hear, perhaps maybe when you pull your sword out, when it starts to make that noise, you hear it like stop, and you see its maybe head like look up, and go ahead and you two make a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and.
Hey,
stealth it. Okay, your stealth is not good.
No,
God damn. Are you even trained in it? Oh God.
No, I'm actually not. So I'm not even trained in stealth.
You can still roll.
Yeah, you can still roll it.
I got a
untrained.
6.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 20, but alright. Time to fight a fucking vampire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
goodness.
we're ready.
We can
Okay.
do
We're
this.
ready. We can do this.
It's fine. Yeah, this
Is
is
it?
fine.
So it sees us definitely.
Yeah, so it definitely sees you guys.
So I think
And
only you two are gonna be like. I
Yeah.
think we can get a surprise round or something.
You guys
on that.
see like the almost like an animal. You know how their eyes are like. That's the only thing you can really see. Not really a face or anything. You
Yeah.
know, just like the reflection of the moonlight in their eyes, and as if like a message similar to what Dacerin does with his message cantrip. You guys hear in your brain a voice that's like, and you see, as you see it like holds its hand up a little bit, and even the remaining firelight like winks out, like, and now it's just complete, basically just moonlight. Damn it.
Shog kind of
not built for
straightens
this.
his back out a little bit, and he like broadens his shoulders.
I guess I take out my sap.
Takes a
and I
deep
say,
breath. He
"Fuck."
kind of, beats his chest twice.
I'm Shog, fighter of the arenas. And who are you?
And does Nomio say anything?
Nomio says, "Shock, let's get the fuck out of here." Shock, and then Nomio's gonna try and run into the guardhouse. I think.
Okay.
I think
and
Nomio's gonna try and go get some
Slip into the
backup.
guard. Yeah, go get some.
It looks up at you, and it kind of just watches you running away, and it looks back to you, Shog, and you hear the voice again in your mind. Follow your friend. And it's standing up now, like, just looking at you.
I know him, but he's not my friend. I follow no man. I follow no beast. I follow only my orc heart.
Yeah, I'm just.
Right here.
Yeah. You don't hear the other voice, yeah. You see it just standing there.
I'd be like, Shock, who are you talking? Are you talking to the beast? Does it speak?
Can they message you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
In your mind.
And in his mind voice.
He's talking to me in my head like you do.
And when you cast message, as soon as you cast it, even though it lets you, you see the thing's head like snap towards you.
Oh
And it looks at you as well, but it doesn't say anything. And then it slowly looks back at Shog.
Yeah.
And it says, I can sense your strength. And
Flexes.
That's pretty strong.
Do you want to make a stealth check? Try to sneak up.
How's that stealth check looking over there?
I didn't roll too crazy. Okay, so this thing definitely sees you. And it sees you too, and you think in all of your minds this time that you can almost hear like a laugh, like
He's not.
and you hear in your voice one final time, and you think also that it starts to get even darker around you guys, or at least around it more.
Advanced darkness.
I need some fucking help here, man.
I'm saying, Nomio's trying to break it right now.
I need you, Dacerin, to make a will save.
You're gonna get messed up right here.
It's gonna kill. Instant kill.
Yeah,
This is
instant
how
kill.
the
It's gonna
adventure is
explode
over,
your head.
literally.
The
Explode
first,
your
Scared
head.
to
the
death.
first saving throw. Dead.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Oh, it's almost an 18.
19.
19?
19.
Okay, so you feel like something, probably this thing, is like probing your mind at this point, like trying to detect your thoughts. Get out. And
There's nothing there.
you hear it again, like kind of chuckle almost, and then it says, "Perhaps we will meet again." And then in a second, you see it like really, really fast.
Yeah.
It starts to fly, and it flies like super, super fast around the whole town.
Yeah.
And you hear like pop, like it grabs the chickens.
Chicken.
And it goes
that
all the way
quick.
around the town and then flies up into the night again and flies
Damn.
away.
That was crazy.
Damn.
And so would you have gone and gotten the guards, Nomio?
That was my plan, but I mean, I don't think I would have made it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. Because he had to go quite a ways.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
had to walk like from across like the gate.
Chasing. Simon
And
only
then
walked like 10 feet.
now it's just dark, and seems like it gets a little less dark once
Yeah.
it leaves. And
Well, we certainly found out what's happening. Whatever the hell that was.
I think I
definitely
scared him
real.
away.
That's for damn.
That's the shadow diver, I suppose.
so do you guys
We need to find what kind of beast that is.
go to bed now, or what do you do?
Yeah, we probably go to bed, prepare for our trip in the
I
morning.
mean, did it leave anything? We should search. You know, you leave like
Oh, yeah,
feathers
well-
or some shit, you know? anything
Search
you can
especially
take?
by the cauldron. Yeah.
You see by the cauldron, it drank like most of it. Like there was probably like 80% left,
yeah.
and now there's maybe like 20%, a quarter full.
So it just
They
drank
was
like a ton.
slurping it.
Yeah, just slurped a bunch of it down.
Loves that soup. Is it a vampire?
And then took all the chickens.
Not the chicken.
So do you guys go to bed?
I believe so.
Yeah. I don't think
All
we have
right.
anything else to do.
Go to bed.
Get some
Portia
CBs.
Borden just told you in the morning, basically. You know, eat in the morning. Who gets up first? Do you think?
I think Shog wakes up at like between 8 and 9. Pretty average time. Not too early,
I
not
would get
too
up
late.
like 7.
Nomio's getting up late. He's
Prompt.
You don't think you're doing that old person wake
Well, yeah, I
up
was
at
probably up all
5,
night.
4:30 in the
Right.
morning or something?
You're probably right. I probably slept for like 3 hours and woke up at like.
Slept terribly for
Yeah.
3 hours.
Your bones are hurting already.
Yeah.
So that's what wakes you up.
But I don't tell anybody about it because I'm trying to stay young, you know. and
Yeah.
let
I
them
guess I'm
know.
kind of old too. I'm 30 and I can live to like a max of 40, so maybe I would
You're
be up.
pretty old, yeah.
All right. So
Early
let's say
risers, late
Nomio,
risers.
you wake up first, and as you are walking out of your room, you know, walking towards the stairs or whatever, you
Morning
pass
tea.
by another room, and it seems like you overhear a conversation, and you can kind of hear the voice of what you think is your guide, Portia Borden, talking to someone.
Okay, I stay and I listen.
You
Yeah.
put your goblin
Put my
ear
goblin ears up
to the
it,
door.
Take a little listen.
and you hear her, and you basically hear her voice start to, you hear another voice start to rise, but then as you're walking up, you hear Borden speaking. She says, you hear say, "Enough!" She says, "You know our mission here. Would you not see it through, Elion? Is your faith that weak?" And you hear her respond and say, "My faith is the reason I question this mission. Why must we go through with this? Does Desna truly call for such a price to sanctify some old monastery?" She says, "The church deems it so, and such is our mission. No harm will befall the three of us as long as our faith remains strong. But there's such evil here, I feel it in my bones. Surely this cannot be the way, especially after what happened to Haldrick. Desna cannot truly expect us to bring these adventurers to quiet." And then you hear footsteps start to approach the door.
I'm going to hide.
You're gonna make a stealth check there.
Yeah, I'm a very small guy.
Get out of
Try to get into a
Get out of there, Nomeo.
Hide behind like in between the door and the windows. Behind the jack.
What you get?
This dice. What is it? Is it just stealth?
Stealth,
Okay.
yeah.
I got a 20.
Okay, so the door doesn't open, but you hear the footsteps sound like they go right up to it, and they're listening, but you stay quiet enough, kind of duck, to the side, and just for like maybe 5 seconds, you're just holding your breath, She's just listening, and then you hear the footsteps go back, and kind of quieter this time. You hear her say, "This is our mission, Elion. If you have not the belly for it, I suggest you leave now, and I will ensure that the church knows of your insubordination. Is that your wish?" And you hear her wait for a second, and then she responds. She says, "No, madam, my only wish is to serve Desna." And then Borden says, "Then this is our path, for good or ill. Desna will protect us." And then that is all you hear / dare to listen to. And you can go down and get some breakfast.
heavy breakfast.
They have Cheerios at the tavern.
Continental breakfast.
Yeah, they got Cheerios, but they only got goat milk.
That's okay. Shut.
All those oxes and
No ox
No
milk.
ox milk for my
Is
Cheerios.
that one of those revolving bagel ovens?
Yeah, they got them. They have the ones where they're hung on a peg inside a heater and spinning around.
Terrible yogurt cups.
Like slurp it down a little bit.
Yeah, and so they I guess then the clerics probably wake up at about 7 or 8 o'clock. Or I guess early enough to have their conversation, but they come down 7, 8 o'clock, eat breakfast, wait for you guys.
That's what shock looks like on his lips. Yeah, his lips just smacking.
Yeah, so what do you guys, when you guys are down, you guys all come down?
Yeah,
Come
down
down,
at 7-ish, 7:30.
She offers to pay for your breakfast,
Shock does not say no.
Yep, I accept graciously.
and she says the monastery is only several hours hike, and we should leave whenever you are ready.
Yeah, I think after breakfast, Shock just probably grabs his equipment and loads up the lizard. Get ready to go.
All right. So
Not got much.
I decided also I'm going to name my lizard Grand.
all right. So you guys leave. They let you out. You see the guards are back. They got the fire back. Business as usual. Nobody really says anything to you guys. Seems like anything's out of the ordinary. So you guys head out, start hiking inland. It's pretty much forest, basically as soon as the beach. It's like beach and then little dirt area and then pretty much just forest. You guys are following the path. And after hiking for about an hour,
Oh, can I let Portia know
Yeah.
about the potential danger of frost trolls?
sure, she
I
says,
told her of the warning that Mike gave me.
she says, that is most useful information. We will make sure to keep a vigilant eye out.
Better you than me.
You guys tell her at all about what happened to you last night? Do you keep it to yourselves?
Shog
I would
wouldn't even
not.
think to mention.
I would not.
I mean, like, have we asked her what she knows about the night we did?
We did. She said she's not familiar with it because she's not local.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows kind of about the church history.
She says she suspected that the guards were against it.
Okay, and then, okay, so what if we just ask her, like, well, what if it's not the guards, you know? Yeah, let's ask her.
Maybe she's just making conversation at some point. She's like, "Did you guys enjoy the festival?" Yeah, she was there. They were there. You saw them, all three of them.
Indeed, we did and enjoyed the festival. I'm quite curious. I noticed that by the end of the night, that blood porridge was only 80% or so done, and when we came back in the morning, it seemed almost completely empty.
I noticed that as well. Do you think it was the local guardsman or the mayor, perhaps?
All I'm saying is, it's unlikely guards in the night took time to eat that much porridge while they were picking up chickens.
Well, perhaps he simply poured it into the ocean or something. I mean,
A pot that big, you would have needed. If it was that full, I don't think any guards could have gotten around to picking it up unless they had a.
it
massive
wasn't
leap.
that crazy huge. I think probably like 5 or 6 people probably could have lifted it. And it had handles on the side. So they could have Paul Bear style,
I
like,
guess they could have
lifted it up. I mean, they take it somewhere. They lifted it, like, empty. They brought it out there.
I was watching the door all night, and I did not see a single guard come up to the door and take the chicken.
She says, "Indeed, but they were all gone in the morning.
Keep going, Bingo.
Did you not notice?
You can
Did you not notice? If they had poured out the soup, they must have collected the chickens as well."
Well, perhaps there's more to this than the guards. You know, what if it wasn't the guards?
Go ahead and make a perception check as you say this. Anyone can make it too, not just Nomio.
29.
29.
Is it lies?
No, not really.
It's not like okay.
It's not lie. Not you don't think she's
15.
more just like looking at her reaction, I guess.
Yeah.
You think that she like thinks about that for a really long time, and you can tell she's thinking about something. And she says, "That is most curious. I mean, there are any number of magical beasts out here. I suppose that one of them could have inspired this shadow diver. And in fact, they did leave the doors open. Did you all notice they left the gates completely open at night? It seems preposterous, but yet no harm befell them. It is most curious."
I find it also curious that you come to come to purify this land and know nothing of the evils in it.
And she says, "Well, I worked at this monastery for a brief period of time, only about 6 months. They try often to rotate the staff in and out, as this is quite a rural area." And she says, "It is. I mostly know about the history of the church. I do not know much. I only know about matters that relate to it. I did not get much chance to learn anything about the village or its customs. The time I spent here, I spent it solely at the monastery."
Nomio doesn't believe her because she was just bragging about how she converted like most of the people to.
She was saying the church, not her, but
Yeah. I mean, not her. Yeah, but the church has converted most of the people around here to being
Yeah, but the church was around for a while before she died.
yeah, it's been around for like 60 years or so.
So
And
how can she not know if the church has been so here established for so long and been dealing with these big thing, drinking blood and stuff?
Well,
You feel like from your perception, you feel like that she definitely didn't say everything she was thinking, and yeah, you feel like she didn't give you too much. You feel like she would probably know more about this place in this area. Yeah.
I say let's head out.
And so you guys are hiking, keep on hiking. Probably after
can
another
keep
hour,
going.
you come to a little
Bring it up
divot
more tense.
in the path. It goes 2 ways, and there's a post. The one to the right says, has like a drawing of a monastery, and it says Desna's Rest, or that's what it was called.
Also, she did allude to the fact that like something bad was going to happen to us when we got there, but that nothing bad was going to happen to those three. Yeah, I would. Yeah, Nomeo would have told you guys about that. First thing, he would have woke you guys up like too early. Like if I heard that at like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah, like
that,
5 or 6 in the
then I would
morning.
have woke you guys up at like 7.
Yeah.
Shug, when you told him, so he doesn't remember because he just rolled with
Bad things don't happen to Sean.
it. Kind of just goes back to sleep.
Nomeo tends to.
So yeah,
I dwell on it.
the right path is like unmarked, pretty much. It's just a way, not the path to the monastery.
Yeah.
And you see like in the center of the fork, like where it goes this way, like in the center, there's a little altar, which looks like a stone carving of, again, the Shadow Diver. And there's a little bowl at the base. If you guys want to make a perception or try to recall. And if you guys have any lores, or it's probably not going to help.
I can make a perception.
Occultism?
Yeah, you can do occultism or religion, if you have your religion.
I got 31.
31. All right, so you guys notice a lot of stuff. So,
Jump on.
pick it up and look under it. So you guys notice that there are some bones near there's a big bowl at the base of the altar. There's some like bones near there. And there was a little bit of blood, dried blood at the bottom of the bowl. And the bones are in such a way, and there's different numbers of them, where it looks like every once in a while, maybe Nomeo puts this together with his investigative skills. You think that every once in a while when someone passes by here, if they have like a rabbit or a bird or some other smaller game, they'll drain the like blood into this bowl and then literally just like leave the body right next to the altar.
Nomeo's pretty convinced now about what his suspicions are for this lead. He's pretty sure he thinks he knows what's going to happen when we get there.
And there's a little inscription at the base of the altar too, but it's in a language that you can try to decipher if you want. Do you have society, or
I do have society.
what are your skills again? What are your lore?
My lores? I have goblin lore and hunting lore, but I speak 8 languages.
Go ahead and do hunting lore.
Hunting lore?
Yeah, because it's not a language you speak, but it looks similar to like something you might be able to make out. 23. So you're not sure. You're not sure. You think it has something to do with the Shadow Diver. You see some marks that are like Shadow Diver, and you see another mark that says like Judgment, and then you can make out a third word that says like Thirst, basically.
Okay. I marked those words down.
And while he's looking at that, can I have everyone make another perception check too?
Sorry, I'm old. I got old eyes.
25 for Shug. Net 20.
Net 20. Alright, so you notice, so as you're waiting at this fork, so the path to your right that goes towards the monastery, you hear it like, it looks like it curves around pretty sharply, and to where you can not really see around the corner. And as you guys are waiting, looking at this altar, you hear some voices. You hear a couple of voices. From the path down, the voices definitely sound strange. And you hear one voice that says, like,
I think it's just up this way.
and there's another voice. And you hear 2 other voices that are
And I just,
Frost troops. We must be coming.
Nomeo heeds it immediately.
Borden, and the other 2 also are like, okay, let's hide. And there's trees, like pretty thick trees, so you guys.
I'm sitting there on top of my lizard. Is there any chance of us hiding, or should we play bait?
So as you guys start to move into the trees, that's up to you. Do you think they are walking towards you guys?
Do you guys think I should try to hide?
And
Shog,
Dacerin,
I'll try to hide. I'm gonna try.
you stay down the road a ways, just 20 feet down the road. back from us. We're gonna hide in the woods, either side of the trail. And
Okay, so I'll
take it
kind
from
of
there.
try to ride about like 20, 30 feet further back
From
and
like
then-
where we came from.
Okay, so you guys all move back a little, hide in the trees. You're waiting in the path.
Yeah, am I waiting on the path?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there just dead center path on top of my lizard.
Okay. Okay.
Just
So as you guys are waiting, you guys hear these voices arguing. Kind of, they start to argue. Just a little further. And you hear two other voices that are kind of like, "Why can't we ever find some meat? They can never find any humans out
Their
here."
one problem.
Meat. And you notice that in their talkings, it sounds like one of them is not only smarter than the other, but you hear that their conversation sounds almost like rehearsed. Like it sounds like fake. Like they've said this before, And then as you guys are moving back, you hear on either side of the path through the trees, you hear something else foraging through the trees on either side of the path.
Oh, shit.
So you hear three voices.
Should we decide how we split up, I guess?
Well, since you guys moved back. Okay.
So there's guys behind us, and then there's another thing.
yeah.
I can get one to show you guys. I'll get a map. I'll get a map.
It might be helpful.
Yeah.
I can help.
Map switch time.
I would like to message Portia from across the trail, and basically just tell her like, retreat back towards Shock. I hear something in the forest.
They'll nod to you, not silently, and they'll behind Shog. You're saying, or up here?
Like about equal,
About
even with get even with Shock.
Okay, so they're gonna be there. Yeah, troops.
And then we're a little bit ahead.
This one's Borden. These other two.
Do you guys want to also fall back, or do you want to stay forward? Okay.
So
I'll
as
go back
you
between.
guys,
Yeah, I figure you're fine.
as you guys are waiting, you do indeed see three frost trolls come around this
Stomping on in.
here. Sure. And then eventually, you guys go and make another perception check.
28.
Shit.
Okay, so you guys hear them stop the forest sounds, but you're not really sure. You're searching, can't really pick anything out.
Okay.
Oh goody, what is going to happen?
So you see them walking down the path. What do you guys want to do? And they stop when they see Shog, and they're just kind of waiting for a second, staring at him on top of his
Should we? This is
huge lizard.
Sorry, this is not.
Yeah, they're just speaking common.
Should we try to be a little bit better about trying to describe what we're looking at on our battle map here? Should we get like a compass going?
If you guys want, so it's, I guess if that's like north of you guys,
Yeah.
they're directly north of Shog. There's like a path. It goes off in a Y, and they're coming down the right side of it. The trolls are.
And then we have the rest of the party that's not Shog is in the western
hidden.
side of the path, hidden in the forest, and then the NPCs are on the eastern side of the in the forest. Tucked in.
And when you guys were hiking, they offered to like heal you guys. So that's probably going to be their main. It looks like maybe Barkley can maybe get in there, but they don't seem very high level to you guys.
Okay. Well, they come down the path,
And I'll message you while they walk down.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell Shog, bait them in, Shog. Get them close somehow.
He does that. He kind of does that thing, and he kind of bulks himself up, tries to make a much more intimidating presence out of himself. Actually, might try to make an intimidation check here. In just a second, he gets himself up, pulls on the reins of his monitor lizard to get him to like kind of heal a little bit and make himself look as tall as possible. Raise his head off the ground, and he says in like a loud, booming voice,
I am Shog. I claim ownership over this forest and all who live in it. You belong to me now.
And he kind of does this, starts doing that chest beating thing you guys keep seeing him do again.
Nice.
And he kind of does this. He's like,
You will pay respect now. Because if you don't, your head will be on a spike. Kneel before your king.
Nice.
King
I'm
Shog.
trying to make an attempt to
King
describe it.
Shog.
Nat 20.
Holy
112
shit.
with the nat 20. That's a 32
Alright.
on my intimidation.
So you see these trolls like kind of look at each other, and you see the one in the front looks maybe a little bigger and a little smarter than the other ones, and you see the first one kneels down actually.
The strong one?
Yeah, the strong one.
Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere.
We don't mean no harm to the king of the forest.
Yeah. Is there like a smallest one, basically?
Yeah, there is a smallest one. It's probably the one behind the main guy, one of the two. The two that came out of the forest look like probably the other strongest ones.
Okay, so he's gonna turn back to him and say, he's gonna point to that one, the smallest one, and he's gonna like summon him up to him, and he's like, it's gonna hop down from his saddle. So Shog hops down.
You come here before your king.
And the large one like reaches behind him and basically like shoves him
him.
towards him. Like, and he grabs his. They all have like hatchets. They all have like blue skin, and these are like large creatures too.
Yeah.
And he pulls his hatchet out of the small one's hand and then shoves him towards you. And they all four of them are kneeling now, just waiting.
Okay.
As this one walks up to you, he looks scared. He's, looks like maybe kind of younger too.
Okay.
He's like,
I met this guy.
he just waits for you
Literally
to,
hours
waits for you
ago.
to speak.
So
Ross
as he
trolls.
approaches, we'll say it's this model right here.
Yeah.
Kind of gets close, and Shog with his lizard walks up to meet him. Push myself. Right
And he's
up
still
on the
probably
giant
like
lizard.
3 feet taller than you. So when he kneels down, he's probably like, yeah, like your chest level.
So
Yeah, you're
yeah, and I'm like 8 feet tall.
Good. Now look at me.
Rostrel looks up, and
Ice blue eyes.
I take my sword and I run it through his neck completely out the back.
Oh, shit.
And I pull it out and I threw his body to the side and I look at the other trolls, that they're watching.
If any of you step out of line once, this is your fate. You will not betray your king, or your people will come to an end. I swear it on Gorham's name.
And you see that all 4 of them are cowering. And they're like, the big one says,
Yes, my lord. We will go.
and they all start to go down the other path. And he looks back and he says,
May we have the child?
and because they're trolls, you look back and you see that the wound is starting to like regenerate.
It's starting to regenerate. And he says,
Take him. Get out
Gets
of my
up.
sight.
Yeah, runs after his family trolls. And they basically just go down the other path, and they leave you guys alone. That was crazy. And Portia Borden comes out of the trees, and her and the other 2 clerics look amazed. They say, that was most impressive, Shog. Thank you. Thank you.
It was very impressive.
I am rather
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. So.
Trolls do not yield easily.
I was most worried about that. You seem to command them with your towering presence.
I say, boy, Shog, I would hate to. Boy, Shog, I would ever. How's my voice?
It was that, but then you sound like a New York almost.
Oh,
You
no,
sound
Brooklyn,
like
old
Chicago or
Brooklyn.
something,
Boy, Shog, I would hate to be your enemy, you know? I would hate to ever betray you. I would hate to ever lead you into a trap, Shog. That's what I said. And I glance at the priest really quick, you know?
and I just kind of slack Judd.
Yeah. You're right.
They do look at each other, but they look pretty shocked by the
So
entire...
do you truly
Yeah.
believe you own
proceeding.
these forests?
I think I own that right since I stopped them from fighting us. I think this is mine now.
What will you do with your
Sounds
newfound
right.
lands?
I think I'll call it Shog's Land. That will be the name.
No, I think that's really good.
And it will belong to my children and my children's children.
Shog, you want to have a family?
I don't know.
Aren't
Just
you
saying
running
that
out of
shit.
time here?
Well, you know what,
Pulls
Shog?
out his watch.
I don't know what
He's a
Shog
watch.
has a watch.
He can't read it.
He's got a roll.
His sundial watch.
Pulls out his watch, looks at it.
I don't know. I don't know. Can't read my watch. Can't read.
Yeah, but you guys basically keep on trucking.
Oh, I tell you guys at some point my predictions.
Yes, when they said that we would be in trouble, they alluded to the fact that only those three would be safe. I think this is a trap of some sort. They keep sacrificing things along every single way we go. I feel like we're going into a sacrifice, but that's just my paranoia, probably speaking. 20 years. That's probably. I just think.
Do you want me to kill them?
No, of course not, Shog. Not yet.
It would be really easy.
Yes, Shog, but I don't know.
Mayhaps.
They gave me bad vibes. She didn't want us to hear it, whatever they were saying. She came to the door and made sure of it.
I do believe you that it may be a trap, but frankly, I do not find that much of an issue, and I will walk directly into it under my own volition. I can handle whatever they throw at me.
I respect that. I respect that above anything, really. I mean, that's putting your life down like that. I mean, one time, that's dedication to the force. Really taught us that. But let me tell you something. If that trap has anything to do with that big jumping guy, I mean, hey, we're not gonna stand a chance.
Jumping guy.
Yeah.
The diver. The shadow diver.
The shadow diver. That's the shadow diver. Yeah. If it has anything to do with him, I mean, what chance have we got?
Well, we have the information that it's going to be a trap. That's quite valuable, I must say.
Well, I'm saying maybe we, at some point, make it known before we get there to her that we think she's leading us into a trap. I mean, we can take them. These guys are chumps. But if we get there and there's some big monsters there that they...
Another audio hiccup here. This one is frustrating. It's at a really cool point. They're just talking about what to do. I didn't lose too much, but I actually lengthened time here to just thank you again. If you're listening to this point, sorry about this. It's frustrating for me as well, but thank you.
Are we from Monastery, and how far are we going?
You guys are like halfway now, so you're probably about 2.5 miles in, and you
then
have
I-
another
I'll tell.
5 miles to go.
Oh, it's Dacerin? Okay. Dacerin will tell Nomio. Then I propose we confront them in about a half hour. They have no chance of reaching anybody else if we're so far away from the town still.
I agree, we should
They'd still be far away from the supposed monsters.
We should make our biggest confrontation when we are the strongest.
We've got the king of the mountain on our side now, so...
The king of the forests.
Raises his hand, pumps his fist above his head,
Show.
chanting for himself.
And so as you guys are hiking through, you're almost there. You notice it starts to get a little bit colder. Yeah, you guys are almost there. It's a little bit darker. You guys are coming up to looks like a small, not a mountain really, but more like a large hill, I guess. You know, think like Merino Valley type mountain. You know, and yeah, it's getting a little colder. Wind seems like it's blowing a little more. What do you guys? Did you guys want to? Before you get there, you think you're about half a mile away now.
I think we could stop at a point like where we find some clear ground a little bit that's not completely covered by snow. Do something. We could confront them, and then if we need to intimidate them and say we stopped, because if we need to bury us, it'd be easy to dig in the grave. So that's why we're stopping.
It's a pretty good threat.
Okay.
We outnumber them, don't we?
We outnumber them
just by one. And one of them is hurt.
Yeah,
One of them's hurt already.
So
Yeah.
and
So-
we could kind of like
circle.
They have to tell us everything, basically. We're gonna make them tell us.
Yeah.
And you think that
Yeah, I do.
So he'll lead it, but the rest of us will stand like around whoever having the conversation, so they can't flee.
The investigator, the
I'll stand.
interrogator.
Lay down the
Lay
clues.
down the clue. Yeah, all our evidence that we have.
I'll leave
You
my lizard
were
on the
in
road.
the lounge.
Somebody might have my late
screwdriver.
So yeah, as soon as Dacerin sees a flat, open space or a little clearing, he'll nudge Nomeo and call a halt to the whole caravan here.
Okay.
Turn around and say, all right, here we are. I say, this is the place where it could be your very last. Now, where I come from, we have laws and codes and ethics and things of those sorts. You're not allowed to intimidate witnesses. You're not allowed to tell them about their fates and the potential things that could happen to them. But as I've learned out here from the sacrifices and the demons, we don't have those laws out here. I'm going to tell you straight up, this could be your very last day. And you could be buried right there on the side of that road.
Classic. You don't let them go way too hard.
You gotta cherish every moment.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Just yesterday, I was 30.
I've been talking to everybody in town, and they know what David says to me? David says in everything. Everything about these crazy, crazy cults. And you know what? It seems like everybody here knows just about as much as you do. And I'm not buying it. In fact, none of us are buying it. You claim your cult has been here for, generations at this point now. You rotate people all the time, ostensibly.
They're cult of Desmond. It's like one of the biggest churches in the entire world.
Yeah.
Cult!
hey, I'm not religious, It's all a cult to me, It's all a cult to me.
So I say, it doesn't make any sense that you don't know anything about what's going on here. We're supposed to go to a monastery to help you clear out some monsters, and look at you guys. I mean, what? What's gonna happen? We're all gonna die there. I heard you guys last morning. Now he gets like all worked up.
Yeah, you see her she's like, what? He's like,
I was listening to you guys last night. Yeah, that's right. I'm old. I wake up early. And you guys were saying some very suspicious things, laying on about how this was going to be an incredibly dangerous thing, and you three were going to be the only ones who made it out of here. I want to know about that.
she says, she looks at her companions and thinks for a second before she says, I suppose I have not told you all the information that I could have.
To say the least.
But perhaps it is time we informed you of more of what we do know. You see, we in fact used to have a fourth companion. We are very well aware of the dangers here. Our companion Haldrick was with us originally, and he wandered off too far and came back looking as if something had gotten to him. He did not seem himself. He seemed sick. And in fact, he ended up perishing as we were trying to perform our rites. Our healing could not save him, and he perished there. So we know very well what the stakes are. And I spent time here in this monastery, and I heard the rumors that the place was cursed, and that there were ghosts and all kinds of things inside the keep as well as out. But I never saw anything too crazy. I suppose this is a dangerous land, and I'm sorry for misleading you. This is a very dangerous thing we're doing.
Perception check to
Yeah,
see if there's
you
any
can
lies.
try to see if she's being dishonest.
25.
25. Just perception.
31.
So you'd think that she is being mostly true.
Mostly true.
You feel
Okay.
like she's still.
Who's the injured companion?
Her name is Elion.
Elion, and the other one is Barkley. Okay, Barkley's kind of useless, right? I think
You're getting paid by these people.
I think no. Oh,
Yeah, we
are
get
these
paid.
people paying us literally?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the way I'm thinking about it is, the way Shaggy's thinking about it is, if they're not telling us everything we need to know,
Yeah, and honestly, Nomeo doesn't care about the
Honestly,
money.
I don't think I would care about knowing more. They told us we know it's dangerous, don't we? What else?
I guess that's
Yeah. I think what Nomio thinks
But
is
what
that
are we
they're setting
expecting?
us up.
But I think they know what it is.
They do know what it is, and I think
I think they know exactly what it
Right
is, and I think that like they're trying to hire people to come here unknowingly because they don't think anyone will like accept.
I think they'll pay us no matter what because we can just lie because we have him. We can lie about everything, and we'll just say, "Oh yeah, they died in the fighting." We're the only witnesses. What are they gonna do?
That's a good point.
I will.
And they
lie.
are, one of them's already dead. One of them's already
One of them
dead.
is already dead.
It's not like it's unbelievable that could have happened. So I'll fucking.
Okay.
If nobody
Okay.
told you to right
Yeah.
now, I'll pick Eliana up by the throat and I'll just.
Okay.
I'll end it.
I think
Baby.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try and use the kneecap feat on
Try to hit her in the kneecap.
not on Eliana, on the guy, on the healthy one.
So you guys are attacking him right now?
No, kneecap, it doesn't do any damage.
Just
It's a
hits him in
non-lethal.
the...
Yeah, it's
You have a kneecapper skill.
yeah, it's a feat that you can take. It's
I just kneecap.
What's it called? Kneecap?
called kneecap. Yeah. It says you deliver a punishing blow to an enemy's knee or
It's
other
a
vulnerable
goblin
anatomy
feat.
within your reach. Make a strike with a melee weapon or an unarmed attack. It doesn't deal damage.
Okay. Does he hit their, like, funny bone on their knee?
Yeah, pretty much. And he gets
Like
a
real
10-foot status penalty for 1 round.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a flavor.
Go ahead and... is it a strike? You make a strike,
Yeah,
right?
make a
Okay, so go
strike,
ahead and roll.
Don't miss.
Yeah, I can't. With that, hold.
Hit him, just hit his armor or something, just clinks off.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat
20. That's a
20.
critical.
Nat 20.
So what do you... Just with your hand or
No,
like
I have a sap.
Okay, a sap, yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk up
Like
to
a
which one?
nightstick basically.
Portia?
No,
To
to
Barkley.
Barkley.
To Barkley.
Big guy.
So you walk up
Red
to
hair.
him, and he's like not even expecting any of this. So he's just standing
The
there.
old man walks up to him.
Although you do see that his hand has like been on his weapon like since the beginning, and so you walk up, bah, like smack him in the knee, and he like instantly like he's gonna try to like shove you down basically.
Okay.
So I think how does shove work? Isn't it athletics against
athletics
or
against athletics. But
is it? I think
I
we
think
both
so.
roll. All right, what's your athletics there? No.
13.
All
That's
right,
actually really good.
It's because it's Dex.
he's gonna try to push you down.
Athletics is strength. He's proficiency. Oh, it's just a high. And you're trained. That's what it said.
I got a 28.
You can do
It's
it.
his
You can
fortitude.
Yeah, okay.
You're higher? No, you need higher than 15. No, that is not. That's not higher than 15.
Okay, so he's just gonna just shove you to the ground basically and be like,
Okay.
what'd you do that for?
I hit the snow, and from the ground I say, I ain't buying your bullshit, kid. That's what I'm saying, okay?
And he's like, God! He has like his mace in his hand now, and Portia's like, wait, like,
and I'll also step up and be like, now's not the time to play your cards, boy. And that big guy. Look at these two. These two can put you in the ground if they so wanted.
Yeah.
We just have this goblin kneecapping you for fun, pretty much.
We need to
Show
know
you
what
that we
we're really
can.
up against.
and so basically,
What are we really up against?
Yeah, he looked like he was going to like instinctively just pick it up and bash your head in, but like as soon as Portia said stop, like the very first time he like stopped, and like just stood there like rubbing his knee and
Too old. That's probably
Just
still laying
angry.
on the snow, like straight up looking
I'll
at
go
me.
pick you up.
Haven't gotten up yet.
Portia is like she's like holding her hands out up at this point, like in between you guys, like there's no need for this to get out of hand. I can tell you everything I know. I just not sure what is it you're hoping? You think I've been dishonest with you? She says I think
Shog will walk forward and say,
We saw a creature last night. Came into the village and drank all that soup that I wore. The shadow. Then it disappeared after taking all the animals.
We think you know about this creature, and we want to know.
and she says, and she like sighs and she says, you saw? And she goes, that is most upsetting. And she says, I was not sure if it was true, but in my time here, the man in charge Mr. Julius Palm. He was the cleric that ran the monastery when it was operational, but he was not the first. There was a man before him named Alistair Kane who had founded the monastery. And from what I understood from my time there, people who had worked there for a long time, because Alistair Kane refused to rotate any clerics in and out. He needed a permanent staff, apparently. And they said that the Shadow Diver was real. And I didn't believe it. Many of us there didn't believe it, but if you saw that he is real, I fear that he may reside at the Admiral.
Fucking knew it.
She says, but that is why we
But
hired...
you've never seen this thing yourself?
She says no, and you believe her that she's never seen it herself.
So you were being deceptive, and you knew it was a possibility he was living there the whole time.
She says, yes, Julius Palm, he certainly believed so. He told me one time that he thought it certainly was real, but I didn't want to believe it, and especially once I received the orders to go there, I didn't want to believe it. But Haldrick, I think it seemed like he was turning into something, and I worry that he was being now perhaps made into some sort of thrall or servant of the Shadow Diver. I hope that is not the source of the supposed curse on the monastery, but who knows? I apologize. I'm sorry for misleading you. And go ahead and make another perception or deception there, Dacer.
35.
So you think that she is being, again, mostly honest with you guys, but you think she seems like...
She's crazy.
Like, you believe everything she said. You don't think she said a single thing that wasn't true. But she seems, like, panicked now. Like, she seems really, really, like, stressed about this encounter. Maybe she's worried you guys are just about to kill them or something. Beat the shit out of them or something.
Well, we certainly
And
Nomio's pretty adverse.
and also she wants you guys to still do the job really bad, so she doesn't want you to just leave. Like,
Yeah, I think we're definitely still gonna do.
so you think maybe she's even still, yeah, you think maybe she's still even sugarcoating it about how dangerous it is going to be or something.
That's good enough.
Yeah, she's probably just like,
Understandable. All right, well, I'm gonna end the recording
That's
here.
it for the week.
That's it.
See you next time.
Bye, big dogs.